أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
يا أيها الناس أنتم الفقراء إلى الله والله هو الغني الحميد إن يشأ يذهبكم ويأت بخلق جديد وما ذلك على الله بعزيز ولا تزر وازرة وزر أخرى وإن تدع مثقلة إلى حملها لا يحمل منه شيء ولو كان ذا قربى إنما تنذر الذين يخشون ربهم بالغيب وأقاموا الصلاة ومن تزكى فإنما يتزكى لنفسه وإلى الله المصير.
بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Welcome back everyone to our daily Ramadan reflections, where each night we look into a different juz and we look into a verse or verses from that juz. And alhamdulillah, tonight we are in the 21st night of Ramadan, and we just finished listening to a few verses out of juz number 22, and they were out of Surah Fatir, Surah number 35, and they were verses 15 through 18. And in these verses, Allah Azza wa Jal tells us that, O mankind, you are those in need of Allah, while Allah is free of need, the praiseworthy. Again, Allah Azza wa Jal is telling us and reminding us here that we are those in need of Him. We are the fuqara, while He is al-ghani. We need Him, while He is in no need of us. Allah is reminding us here that while He has instructed us to pray and to fast and to give in donation and do these good deeds and do these things that we should be doing, that He is not in need of it. That our prayers and our fasting and our donations and our good deeds do not increase Allah Azza wa Jal in any way, nor does our lack of prayer or fasting or donations or good deeds in general decrease Allah Azza wa Jal in any way, shape, or form. And subhanAllah, I believe this verse is very relevant to our current global situation. We notice now, I'm sure many of us have seen or heard of an individual who is either rich or famous or powerful, whatever. An individual of high status in this world. Yet they have gotten or contracted the virus, and there's nothing they can do about it. Nothing they can do about it. And during this time, this has been a wake-up call that everything is in the hands of Allah Azza wa Jal, and that we are truly weak creations. We really are. We really are weak creations of Allah Azza wa Jal. And that we are in dire need of Allah Azza wa Jal, while He is not in need of us. And He is again the praiseworthy, the one that is deserving of all praise. Then again, Allah Azza wa Jal tells us in the following verses that if He wills, He can do away with you and bring forth a new creation, and that for Allah is not difficult. It is not difficult. Again, if Allah really wanted, if Allah really desired, He could very, very easily wipe us all out. He could wipe us all out and bring forth a new creation. Again, furthering this reality check from Allah that we are in dire need of Allah Azza wa Jal, while He is not in need of us. Then Allah tells us in the last verse, and no bearer of burdens will bear the burden of another. And if a heavily laden soul calls another to carry some of its load, nothing of it will be carried, even if he should be a close relative. You can only warn those who fear their Lord unseen and have established prayer. And whoever purifies himself only purifies himself for the benefit of his soul. And to Allah is the final destination. SubhanAllah. Allah Azza wa Jal is telling us here that on the day of judgment, again, no bearer will burden, or no bearer of burdens will bear the burden of another. What does this mean? That no individual will be able to carry the load of another. And even if another individual called onto someone else, if you on the day of judgment called onto someone else, they will not be able to help you carry it, even if it was a close relative. In other words, on the day of judgment, no one will be able to help you, nor will you be able to help anyone else. You will not be able to help your father or your mother, nor will they be able to help you. You will not be able to help your sister or your brother, while they will not be able to help you. You will not be able to help your spouse, nor will your spouse be able to help you. And you will not be able to help your children, nor will your children be able to help you. This is a day, brothers and sisters, where we will all be saying, Nafsi, Nafsi, myself, myself. This is all we will be concerned about. And Allah Azza wa Jalla tells us you can only warn those who fear their Lord unseen and have established prayer. In other words, the only individuals that can actually benefit from this reminder are those who believe in Allah, truly believe in Allah, and have established prayer. And whoever purifies himself only purifies himself for the benefit of his soul. In other words, no matter what it is you do to improve yourself, to purify yourself of bad habits that you have, if you work on your bad habits of backbiting, cursing, or lying, or cheating, or whatever your bad habit is, whatever this thing is that you are attempting to purify yourself of and to improve on yourself, you will only benefit who? Yourself. You are the sole beneficiary. In other words, you will not be benefiting Allah Azza wa Jal in any way, shape, or form. Again, Allah is Al-Ghani, while we are Al-Fuqara. Allah doesn't need us. Our purification, when we purify ourselves, Allah Azza wa Jal this does not increase Allah in any way, shape, or form. And this is also a reminder to us that Allah Azza wa Jal will reward us for this. Allah Azza wa Jal is telling us that it only benefits, that whoever purifies himself only purifies himself for the benefit of his soul. So Allah Azza wa Jal is saying it will benefit us. He will reward us for this. And to Allah is the final destination. Allah is reminding us that at the end we will all return to Him and He will reward us accordingly. SubhanAllah. I ask Allah Azza wa Jal that on the day of judgment we all receive our books in our right hands, and that He brings us together and reunites us together in Al-Firdaus Al-A'la. Ameen. Allahumma ameen. And as always, I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to give us the ability to take full advantage of this beautiful and blessed month, especially during these last 10 nights. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك وجزاكم الله خيرا والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.